Hey, welcome to the Obsidian Loft Minecraft podcast. This week on our 21st episode. Can you believe it? We got to 21. We discuss Attack of the B Team, Bukkit, console updates, Drinking Bird, and more. I'm Jason Oakley, and this is my co-host, Will Tomkinson. Hey, Will.
Hey, Jay, it's good to be here, mate. I'm mostly here. Some of me's here anyway. We try to be weekly. Sometimes we're fortnightly, or sometimes we eventually get a show out, especially when I spend 2 weeks crook as a dog. Our main server is Attack of the B Team. It is mc.obsidianloft.com. We're starting to get a decent community there, so don't forget to go and check it out.
Yes, and our website is at www.obsidianloft.com, and it's hosted by Engine. And now for some Minecraft news. SethBling has created a drinking bird in Minecraft. He's done it again, twisting vanilla Minecraft in ways no one thought possible. In this installment, he's created one of those drinking bird statues that bob up and down seemingly forever. How does it work? He explains it here. Enjoy it.
Leave it to SethBling.
Welcome back, SethBling here. Today, I want to show you guys my drinking bird in Minecraft. This is one of those physics-based toys that automatically basically dips down to drink water. So if you put water in front of him, he will start dipping down. It's got a cool animation. You can see every time it dips down to drink water, the water level decreases a little bit. And so it can decrease 8 times. This is using flowing water, although it's kind of cool because normally you can't just have like a block of flowing water standing still, but I managed to do it with command blocks, of course. Once the drinking bird finishes drinking the cup of water in front of it, it's just gonna stop. There we go. And put more water in front of him to get him to start drinking again. Can refill it and everything, so it does actually respond to the water that's in front of it. These are the command blocks that do it. If you're wondering how it's done, how did I get this redstone torch to behave like a drinking bird? Let me go to game mode 3 and I'll show you. It's armor stands, of course. So you can, in game mode 3, you can kind of see invisible armor stands. So here we have this armor stand is holding a torch. You can kind of see the torch sideways. And there's 2 armor stands back here. They're each holding a lever in their hand. You can see their hands, the levers. Now, the torch, the redstone torch on the head. The redstone torch here is actually on the head of a 4th armor stand, and the head is kind of bowing every time. Let me go back to. Didn't mean to do that. Can I? Well, anyway, it's not going to affect the functionality of it, I guess. Well, now the crossbar is water. So yeah, you can see kind of the head is bowing. You can see the whole wooden thing is bowing. So that's pretty much how it works. It uses command blocks to pose all of these. Well, mostly just, it uses command blocks to pose the head of this armor stand. Kind of makes it look like it's bouncing and stuff like that. And then there's some stuff that just detects the water and kind of empties it out. But that's all there is to it. So that's about it. Watch.
Yes, Seth, that's all there is to it. It's as simple as that. That's all you need to do. Yeah.
Easy for you to say, mate.
The other thing, like, armor stands are amazing. What people have already figured out what to do with them. If you go to Doc M's channel, there's actually a video on there of him. He's created a mini Doc M. He's created a miniature version of himself, and it actually follows a path, and it interacts with mobs and interacts with items and everything like an actual. It's almost like an AI player. So yeah, it's amazing what people are getting these things to do now.
Oh, jeez. And for Minecraft Pocket Edition, a couple of tweets from Johan Bernhardsen. This week I'm working on restructuring some of the code. We'll, in the long run, reduce the number of bugs by a lot. And this is also the first step for 0.10.0, and next week I'll start working on skins. And tomcc also posted some things about how he's got a new algorithm that he's added for culling stuff in caves to make Minecraft run at a huge number of frames per second, and he's going to it's going to be backported into the desktop and all the versions of Minecraft because it's just so efficient at speeding up frames per second, because the caves were the biggest problem with all the opaqueness.
Because it's rendering every
stuff
surface of every block, yeah.
Yeah, so he figured out a way to fix all of that, and he's like, man, this thing is just flying now.
They might have finally figured out a way to render just what you're seeing, not every block in the entire chunk, which is traditionally how it works.
Yeah. And the update for 1.8 is out, so here's a little funny video song explaining everything, because there's too much for us to go through.
Yeah, I mean,
check out these guys, they're hilarious.
It's either that, or we can sit here and go, added granite, anandite, and diorite stone blocks.
And smooth versions of those.
Added slime blocks, added iron trapdoor. Or we can do it this way. And personally, I'm all for this way. So
they sing better than us.
Well, that's only because you can't sing worse. So let's do this.
Oh, we waited and waited for 1.8. It did not disappoint us in the least. This is the longest changelog I ever did saw. So let's start below under the sea. Oh, who lives in a... No. Put on your Depth Strider boots and let's swim to the brand new ocean monument. Full of prismarine sea lanterns and working sponge. Can't forget about the evil guardians. Oh, now you know. Spikes shoot out of these guys. And oh, now you know. Watch out for their laser beam eyes. Hoist up them banners and try out that sponge. Check out the new fence indoors. There's diorite, andesite, granite, bendomites, and darmastans. Need I say more? Well, oh, now you know. There's new skins and there's Alex and Land Ho. You can see further with 32 render distance.
Well, that rhyme was a stretch.
Shut up, scallywag.
Put colored glass on beacons, color the sky. Put buttons under blocks, make you reach high. Creeper spider shaders make you feel fly. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Spectator mode gonna make you click through. Click players and mobs to see their point of view. Alternate blocks and block models for you. It's true, it's true. Of course, custard, red sand and sandstone, iron trapdoors, glowing world borders too. Better FPS to race silence, cobble spawns under gravel roads. Difficulty is per world now, and check out the new debug mode. You can craft all the stone bricks and even mossy cobble. Have you seen the new statistics? Repairs are less but exponential. Activator rail's gonna kick you out. Item frames rotate round and round and round. Comparators know which way they go. They know. Daylight sensors will now invert. Right click with spawn eggs to change a spawner. Dispense a pumpkin or a wither skull. Oh no. Barrier blocks. Improve playlist. New achievements, mud from sheep. Finally. First take a break to make sure that we get it all. Enchantments made a change to make you use a few levels. Minimum level stayed the same, but now you need Lapis. Leveling takes longer, but hey, that's what it is. Villagers now pick and grow all their own crops. Just don't be around if lightning strikes them in the head. The switch is not a glitch, no, he really is a witch, which will end up kinda badly. Someone will be dead. Speed up baby animal growth, the feed that needs to breed. Trading with villagers will get you some XP. New customizable what's the priests are pretty tight. A ton of new commands for you to do just what you do. Something should have been called something better than what it's named. Bound of Lovely's cool, but it misses the common theme. I bet you haven't seen the theme, it's hidden between some lines. Some lines and elder notes to show you where it lies. Rabbits give you rabbit's foot, cook rabbit and stew. The new potions of leaping, you know just what they'll do. I hide on top of slime block, climb on top and jump off, and now we have the bouncy up and explain from me to you. Ooh, Bouncy have to explain for me to you.
So yeah, don't forget to go and check those guys out. That's your MC admin. Go to their YouTube channel. Listen, I've listened to that song about 10 times now. I really enjoy it.
It's the Bouncy update.
Yeah, that's it. It's tell you what, it's been 12 months more or less in the happening.
Yeah, we've seen lots and lots of snapshots, so it's not all new to us. But if you've gone from 1.7 to 1.8, there's huge differences there.
Or even more so. I mean, if you've played on a lot of online servers, they're still on 1.6. So there's massive
Like
amount
ours.
of stuff. Yeah, a lot of servers still are. You know, some of the stuff is just phenomenal. Some of it's been slowly happening, as you said, over a period of time, but they've kind of got it all to finally work together now. You know, there's things. As I said, it's been 300 days, 9 developers, countless snapshots. Many said the day would never come, yet here we are. 1.8 bountiful update, it's called. So yeah, it's you know, if you want to check it out, update your launcher, and even go into a single player world and have a play with it. And it's, I mean, just simple things like multiple color fences and doors. You know, basic stuff, but it makes all the difference in games. So
Yeah.
So
A lot of
yeah.
new stuff to discover.
The world border thing's pretty neat too. Actually, if you you can have a world border that changes size. Like if you go back to the Minecraft, find Minecraft guys, whether it's BWO or Generic B or Good or Etho or Vintage for WBaj or any of those guys, and they're in about episode, I don't know, 15 or 20 now of the new season. And they started with a world border at, I think it was 150 by 150 across, or 100 by 100 across. So they're restricted in this really small world. And then every day the world border moves out one block. And every day they're constantly going out and exploring and getting those diamonds that they've been able to see for the last 4 days but haven't been able to get to. So
it's like they got an artificial world border.
yeah, and every day it just goes out one block all the way around. So you end up, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're up to like 200 blocks and you add another block all the way around, it adds a fair amount to the size of the map, you know.
Yep.
And they've just now in the Nether, because the same thing was applying in the Nether, so they've only just got to the point where after a month of playing, they've finally got to a castle where they can get nether wart, so they can start potions and stuff. So
People like putting restrictions on, you know, those crazy people who play that stuff like Skyblocks and things, where it's completely restricted and you don't get to do things under certain circumstances until you reach a certain place or something.
They're completely mad. People like that shouldn't be allowed out in society.
Who would do that?
I mean, who would go to all the trouble of setting up a Skyblock server and advertising underneath their other server, you know?
It's like that skyblock.obsidianloft.com one.
Yeah, I mean, why would you want to
go
go there?
there?
You know, it's just Skyblock underneath our normal Obsidian Loft server, you know?
Nuts.
It's you have to be crazy to try it out. And speaking of things that you'd have to be crazy to do, there's a new, I wasn't planning on talking about this, but I will quickly just mention it. In the Feed the Beast FTB launcher, there's a thing in there where it shows you custom packs. And there's one in there called Plane Crash or something. And Crash Landing, I think it's called. And basically it's you crash land onto a planet. And it's, you know how a few weeks ago we were talking about that mode where you have takes environmentals into effect, so heat, you've got to keep water up, otherwise you dehydrate. Yeah, it's got that in it as well. So not only are you trying to survive on a planet full of dust, you're trying to survive on a planet full of dust whilst finding water. So that seems to be full of completely insane mobs.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's great fun. I've been playing that all week.
Of course, because you're crazy. We already established that.
Oh, that could be it, yeah. I know there's a reason for it.
Consoles. 4J Studios recently announced that Minecraft has been submitted to Sony for release on the PlayStation 4. While it's not currently available, it is expected to be released once it's been approved by Sony pending final tests. Generally, the verification process takes an average of 2 weeks. Some concerns have risen about the updates.
WauloK appears to have disappeared. Let me just pause here and we shall come right back to where we left off. Alrighty, I found him out there in the world wide world of web.
Hey!
That's that high quality NBN for you. Alrighty, so as you're saying something about 4J Studios.
Yeah, 4J Studios recently announced that Minecraft had been submitted to Sony for release on the PlayStation 4. While it's not currently available, it is expected to see release once it's been approved by Sony, pending final tests. Generally, the verification process takes an average of 2 weeks. Some concerns have arisen about the update schedule for the Xbox One and PS Vita, as neither have been submitted for verification. 4J has stated that bug fixes are still in the works for both versions and will announce when they are ready. Among the confirmed features for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One editions of Minecraft are larger worlds, up to 36 times larger, more players in multiplayer games, and the ability to transfer worlds from older versions, Minecraft Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3, to the newer platforms, letting players continue where they left off. In addition, skin packs purchased by players will also transfer to the new versions, with the exception of Marvel packs due to licensing issues. And to add to that, 4J later said for the Xbox, in case you missed it, Minecraft Xbox One Edition is now in certification testing. Now for some Bukkit/Bigot news, and this is an interesting one. There was a post, this has been posted on the tail of Bukkit for Minecraft 1.8. It's not dead, it's just resting. Remarkable, eh? Beautiful plumage. So the first thing that happened was Seth, in his position at the time of project leader, put out this tweet and a corresponding forums post. Rough Bukkit, it's time to say goodbye. In which a great big long post about how Minecraft was now enforcing their EULA, and it was going to be sad for Bukkit because they said you can't retransmit any of their source or any of their code, so therefore Bukkit was going to be dead. To which the response from Jeb was, Warren over at Bukkit seems to have forgotten that the project was bought by Mojang over 2 years ago, and it isn't his to discontinue. This means Bukkit has always had a special relationship in regards to things such as the EULA, and if Warren is bored, we need to do something. This is not a joke. We actually dug up the receipt to be sure. And then Dinnerbone pitched in. I started Bukkit. I'm going to personally see it through for 1.8, and I'm updating it now. To which Seth replied, yes, Mojang does own Bukkit. Them acquiring us was a condition to being hired. If Mojang want to continue Bukkit, I'm all for it. And from Dinnerbone again, to make this clear, Mojang owns Bukkit. I'm personally going to update Bukkit to 1.8 myself. Bukkit is not and will not be the official API. Dinnerbone and Grum quickly regained control over the various properties of Bukkit, being granted admin on the forums, and having founder on the IRC channels transferred and getting credentials for the Twitter account. Grum says, we took ownership of the Bukkit GitHub repositories and the project. We'll see what happens from here. So that's essentially where we are now. Bukkit is going to be updated for Minecraft 1.8. The immediate future is clear. However, my question is, if Mojang are now taking it over, usually it takes like 3 or 4 months from the start before Bukkit comes out with their version that's going to be compatible with the Mojang's release. So
well, I don't know. Now that Mojang actually own them, they shouldn't exactly have to struggle to get a hold of the source code, should they?
No, well, they got the source. No, but adding on all the updates and stuff and
the testing
and stuff for Bukkit. Well, I suppose they've probably done up to 1.79 anyway.
They'd be doing it as the snapshots come out. They'd be updating and testing.
Definitely, yep. We're already running around stuff, so hopefully it won't take too long before 1.8 for Bukkit comes out, and then Spigot and all the others.
Well, that's it. That's the thing, though. Is Spigot going to be, if Bukkit's coming out basically official by Mojang, and Spigot's 6 months behind Bukkit, is Spigot going to go away?
And Spigot's not owned by Mojang, so it doesn't fit the EULA, perhaps.
Well, there's that too.
Dun dun dun!
The plot thickens like a really thick thing that thickens.
Soup.
That's it. That's what it's looking for. The stew that I've got out in the cook thingy oven.
Our week in the loft in this segment.
I'm sick. Leave me alone.
Is that physically or mentally?
I haven't decided.
We talk about what we've been up to over the last week in our Minecraft adventures. So, Mr. T, what's going on?
Well, other than being crook as a dog for the last 2 weeks, I decided to have 2 weeks off and spend 12 of those 14 days sick. So, that's a good start. In terms of Minecraft, we've been getting our stores and everything set up, and getting the
And deleting my lovely little cottage.
in our
I spent so much love and time creating.
in our mc.obsidianloft.com which is our Attack of the B Team server, our public server. We decided we wanted an actual real currency.
Yes, Mr. T and Cat now, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've been going on about that for a long time, so they finally got their finger out.
Because with most currencies, you can game the system. So if it's emerald-based system, you can game it by, boiling down villages in emeralds. You can trade with them. You can,
or you could have a silly plugin that gives people emeralds every time
you log in. Yeah, exactly. And so no matter what the currency was, it was very easy to game the system. So we actually devised using. There are some items that are in game that are only virtually creative mode only, so they're almost impossible to get in the game, which means you have to be given them. Now, as in real world, if you want them, you do work for somebody who's got them, and you get paid. You can take that money to the bank. There's an actual vault where you can either keep things in your own vault, or you can put them into the bank and make sure they're secure there for a small fee. You can do either an actual transaction with someone where you actually hand them the currency and they hand you the item, or you can do effectively a direct deposit where you can transfer them the money electronically, but there is a small fee for the tax for that privilege. So it's being an actual physical economy based system is going to be much harder for people to game it, at least to the extent that it was before. It'll still be easy enough to game if you want to set up a massive big wheat farm and go and sell your wheat at the shop. Well, you're still going to get money for it. That's fine, but there's still going to be more work involved than just throwing some villages through a grinder. So
on automatic.
Yeah, exactly.
Then log off and come back a week later and go, I'm the richest guy on the server.
Pretty much. So we're setting that up for that. We're also setting up a similar base system for the Skyblock server. The Skyblock server is currently up for testing. It's up and running. Is it skyblock.obsidian? Sky.obsidian.com, yep. You can go there and you can actually just log on with any 1.7 client server, 1.7 client. Log in there, play that. Go to obsidianloft.com and sign up there on the forums, and let me know if there's any dramas, because it is currently in testing, and it will probably be deleted a handful of times before it actually goes fully public. But if you want to get in there early and get some behind the scenes and become
one of those crazy Skyblock kind of people.
Yeah, become effectively, if you've been on there long enough and we get to know you and trust you, you might even become a mod or an admin if that's what you so choose. So don't forget to check us out there.
You can stop asking for the main server. We have plenty there, as we've mentioned many times. But if you want to do this one, go ahead. Mr. T loves getting requests for mod and admin.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
We've also updated the main server to 1013C, Attack of the B Team. It's got its own problems, of course. I backed up the server, which is like 14 gigs to back it up now. And then uploaded the new version, and everything went hunky-dory until the next backup went to happen and we ran out of disk space. Sure, I had to spend maybe an hour trying to recover everything and re-upload everything and get it all going again. And then we've had a few problems with some buggy mobs in the past, and it seems to be still happening even on this version, where there's a mob that's corrupt in some way. Don't know how, but if somebody logs off in the area where that mob is, the next time they log on, they start falling through the world and the server crashes out. The server restarts, that person logs on, they fall through the world, the server crashes out, and so on and so on. So eventually today I thought, right, I got some time, I'm going to find out where that chunk is that person was. So I had to get the log file shows where the mob is, its actual location coordinates when it's crashing, because it says in there, entity last being ticked, zombie, XYZ locations here. So I found Dinnerbone has created a page where you can type in those locations. It'll tell you the chunk location and also the name of the region file, which is saved in the MCA format, Minecraft Anvil format. So you can download that and open it up in NBT Explorer go down to the area where entities are, find one called zombie, delete that, save it, and then re-upload it. Unfortunately, when you re-upload it, it has to be when the server is off, because that particular chunk is loaded in memory even if there's nobody there. Which is fantastic. I don't
Which
know
is
if
why
that's because
the longer it takes, like the older a server gets, the longer it takes to boot.
Yep. I don't know if that's because the guy's got Project Red pipes in there. Maybe they keep the chunks loaded. Maybe he's got a Poppet shelf or something there that keeps the chunks loaded all times. So there's no way to overwrite that file. So we took down the server, put that on there. But I also added on a plugin called NoLag, which is supposed to stop too many entities spawning at once. Which is
you can't deny that's what it did.
Yeah. Which is what we have when people have minions, and then they get the minions to do a lot of mining, and they fill up their backpack. So there's 4 million minions right here. 4 million minions. 4 million minions. 4 minions standing around with their inventories full with stacks at 64 of everything, and the person logs off, and the minions go, well, I can't stay here because that person who created me isn't here. Let me drop everything. So each one drops its full inventories on the ground and then dies. So the next time somebody comes back to that area, here's a gazillion entities of spinning cobble and gold and what have you, and that lags the server out as well. So we've had that a few times. So I thought, I'll put on no lag. That way it'll drop those things in a much nicer way, and also if they're hanging around too long, delete them. So I started up the server and it crashed and everybody was falling through the ground. So I'm like, oh, maybe it was that chunk that I fixed for the guy with the zombie. So I re-uploaded his the original version of that because I backed it up before I changed it. Started the server, still crashing through. Great. So shut down the server. Oh, no lag was added on there, and I'm looking through the log files and it's going, no lag, could not compress chunk, could not compress chunk, could not compress chunk. Right, the problem's no lag. So I went in, deleted no lag, start up the server. Boom, there she goes. So no lag. I don't know if it's buggy or if it's buggy when running with mod packs because it doesn't know what mod pack stuff is.
Yeah, I mean, possible. I don't know much about no lag. I know a lot of people use clear lag.
Well, I was reading on the forums a lot of people saying that clear lag apparently says I am clearing lag and doesn't actually do much at all. It just says that it's doing, and people are like, oh yes, the lag is gone. All right. I mean, I could put up an announcement, on our server every 5 minutes to go, clearing lag is cleared, you may now resume, and everyone go, great, he's clearing off the lag.
Script the butcher command for every
Reminds me when I used to do IT support for this company, and they go, oh, my electronic typewriter's not working, and you go there and it's like, there's nothing wrong with it. And I said to the guys, what do I do? They're like, just get the roller where it prints the ink on, give it a clean with some metho and stuff, clean up the front of it, delete, wipe off any smudge marks or something, and then tell him fixed it. And they go in there, go, yeah, that's much better. Thank you so much. Oh, you're wonderful. Like, I didn't do a freaking thing. There was nothing wrong with it, but they don't like you going there and then charging them for nothing. So you have to do something. So
we did the same thing.
It's all in the mind.
We used to do a council down in Victoria. Used to do all the council computers and everything like that. And they had this fascination of turning off their server every night and turning it back on. But after they'd restart the server, then they'd go around, they'd turn their modems on, and they'd turn their printers on, and they'd turn... So they'd do everything back to front, and then they get a phone call saying, oh, it's not working again. So we just finally got sick of it, rocked up there, and just disconnected all the power switches on all the devices and put duct tape over the power points. Right, there's your problem. There's your problem. We fixed it. Don't touch.
It's like all the big companies pouring super glue into the USB port so you won't plug anything into the computer.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, unfortunately, because, and it's the same thing with this server. It's a public server. It's a modified server that we're trying to keep as unrestricted as we can. It requires common sense on the behalf of the people using the server.
Ain't none.
The problem is, well, it's not entirely their fault though. I mean, generally when you go onto a server, you can try your damnedest and you won't break it because things lock down that tight. You can't. We're trying to make it to the point where you're still getting the full experience. We could take witchery off. We could take all these things out, which would solve a lot of the problems. But then you're not getting the full experience.
Take out Project Red and then it's not going to crash, is it?
Well, and yet that's such a random thing that, Like as I said, that zombie that was causing the problem, we put the server onto peaceful, which you would think would get rid of any entities. But no.
Couldn't get rid of it. So yeah, just editing out that zombie in the NBT Explorer fixed it for no apparent reason.
Yeah, it's just bizarre.
To go on with that, I actually, when I got rid of the no lag, I re-uploaded his fixed chunk with that zombie, and then I'm like, okay, where was that? I teleported to exactly where he'd logged off, walked around in his town, which I'd never been able to do before, and saw everything, and was sat around there for about 5 minutes. Server didn't crash once. So, and then we had another guy log on. Don't know if it was an entity or whatever, but as soon as he logged on, the server would crash. So it'd restart. Everybody would be farming away for a few minutes. Then he'd try and log on again. Server would crash. So had to reset his player.dat file as well. I don't know what's happening with this stuff, but I was hoping 13C might fix up some stuff, but apparently it didn't do diddly squat.
That's also something interesting to note, and something I've always, on every server I've played on, I only carry on me what I need. All my good armor, my good tools, everything all stays in chests. I don't carry all my diamonds. I don't carry everything on me. It all stays in chests.
Yep.
I only carry the basics. If I'm doing a building job, I'll just have the stuff I'm going to do the building. If I'm mining, I'll just have the stuff I'm going to mine. And that way, worst case scenario, if something does happen and we do have to reset your player file, you're only going to lose a few minutes worth of work. You'll only lose whatever you've had on you in that last session. Maybe a couple of tools, something like that, which is no big deal if you've been playing for a while. So get into the habit of, before you log off, obviously it's different if it crashes, but before you log off for the night, if you get into the habit of taking everything off, throwing it in chests, and you haven't got to worry about it.
If you've got a computer, it's really easy to throw in the chest. You just chuck it all in there and it'll suck it away and file up for you.
Well, yeah, that's it, exactly. And that's the thing, like, remember my player file, I couldn't chat. We tried everything, and didn't matter what we did, I could not chat in any chat room. I could private message, I couldn't chat. And we tried everything. We changed permissions, we changed plugins, we did all sorts of things, and the only way to fix it was to reset my player profile.
Yep.
So
bizarre.
It was weird.
So yeah, we've been having fun with that, upgrading some of the buildings around, adding in new features, updating our Attack of the B team to the latest things, see what happens. And it's lovely flooding the console with stupid stuff again, as they usually do when you fix it up. So at least you guys don't have to worry about that sort of thing. But it does seem to be running quite smoothly anyway.
Yeah,
so you've got to be happy with that.
That's it.
So come and join us on our server soon. The main server is mc.obsidianloft.com, and now let's go do a server tour. Tour of a server. The address is play.fanaticmc.com, spelled with PH for fanatic.
That's it. So you can see there, it's for use for 1.7, which is lucky because that's what I have.
Yeah.
So
now when you log on, you've got a slime ball thing. If you right click that, you can see the gazillion players that are logged on. So there's a lot of people all over the place, but if you right click it again, they all disappear.
Yeah,
you
hides
can just
them all.
hear them logging on and off.
So what do we got?
It's weird too, 'cause if you press tab, I'm the only one on the server, but if you right click and then press tab, it's like, oh, there's so many people. Yes, let's get rid of them again.
You must use 1.7 to play. Okay, I figure we must use 1.7.
Get it out by yourself.
So what do we got here? Notice board. And a portal to join a server. So what have we got up here? We've got...
Bending?
Oh, excuse me.
Bending. Have you heard of this?
Oh, what? Bending. Okay, let's go and have a look, shall we?
Never heard of it.
Oh, I'm going to find out. Bending, 7 of 30. Yeah.
Whoa, okay. What the hell?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, what's this sign? What did he say? To bend, do / choose earth or air, fire or water, then follow the instruction. Oh, it's an airbender?
Block inventory map gets reset every few days.
See when the mouse is over each block in your inventory map gets reset every few days. Do not cover spawn in junk.
Do air, fire, or water.
Choose fire. So I got blaze,
Fuse,
fire
earth.
blast, fire burst, fire jet, fire shield, heat control, illumination, lightning, and wall of fire.
I got catapult, collapse, earth armor, earth blast, earth grab, erase, earth shockwave, and
Right,
tremor
let's-
sense.
Yeah. I right click my wall of fire and it says I don't have permission to do that in this area.
Yeah, it's because you're in the spawn area. It does say don't do it in spawn.
I didn't know that. That was spawn. Right clicking on you with various blocks doesn't do anything.
That does nothing at all.
Put the wall of fire next to you. See
Well,
a wall of fire to your right.
my inventory is now empty. Okay, well that's a great game.
You just put down a block on the ground.
Yeah. And it's another one of these servers where you can't get out of here.
I did /hub and something happened. Oh, yep, here we go, hub. Okay, well that's that game. It was very exciting. I've never done that one before.
Let's
so-
never do that again.
Mr. T, I want to check out the skyblock, so let's
Yeah.
that's done.
Where is it? There it is. That's Sky Wars. Where's the Skybox? Sky Grid. Oh, it just...
Automatic B skyblock server, read /rules. Sky help for help. If you want to have unlimited chat, you must become a member. Are they allowed to get Mojang onto it?
Yeah.
It's illegal!
No, they didn't say I had to pay. They said they become a member.
If you want unlimited chat, you have to be able to type, so that's limiting people's abilities.
Read rules. Sky help apply.
Place the dust next to running water like so. How to make another portal. Then pour lava into it so it flows on the
Basic
dust.
collagen
Same.
tutorial.
And do this for every block. Like a portal shape.
New Island.
Smelting smooth stone gets you sand. Melon
Yeah.
portals are cheap but have a 10-minute cooldown and possibility of exploding. Hold an ender
Eh?
portal to remove the explosion. Diamond block portals have no cooldown and no explode.
Where are you reading that?
Port. I went through the thing. Which did you go? This way? No, yep. I got a demo here how to make nether portal. Place dust next
Oh
to
yeah. Determiner. That's the Obsidian
Like
glitch.
that.
Yeah.
But over here it says melon portals are cheap but have a 10-minute cooldown, a possibility of exploding. Hold an ender pearl to remove the explosion. Do /portal to do your own. You can name them with portal name. Iron portals have no cooldown but can still explode. Weird. Play all of Skyblock challenges to get access. So let's try. Yes.
Slash
Yes.
slash island.
Lollipop Becker.
You don't have permission to do that. Slash is home. Slash is create. I did see the command down the other side and I completely forgot what it is. I'm already hungry. I've got 12 blocks, 12 dirt blocks and 1 sand block on me.
I got
Sorry guys if you hear me snuffling, I'm still getting over the flu.
There's a villager here with cake trades and another one. with gold trades.
Slash New Island.
One word.
Yep. Only one person can make an island at a time. 7 seconds till you can make yours.
2 seconds for me.
There we go. Alrighty. Wow. That'd be right. I go next to somebody who's like me. What have we got in the chest? Yeah, usual stuff.
Yep.
Slightly weird tree.
Triangle Island. I mean, L-shaped
L
island.
shape, yeah.
A big tall tree.
On a sapling that I just missed.
Find a sapling, pick it up, and all the day you'll have good luck.
That's it. That's not fair. I start the island, I'm already hungry from running around at spawn.
Somebody's name is Heartbing. This must be a Microsoft person, right?
And I
Love
just
Bing. I'm gonna
somehow
go
fell
down
through.
and then talk to him.
I just fell through my island.
I thought you know how to play this better than anybody.
No, I actually fell through it.
Uh,
I was there and then
Wasn't.
It wasn't. I didn't move. It just fell through the island. I better get another sapling now. Yeah, there we go. I got one more. Let's plant that sapling over there. So yeah, well, that's pretty much standard. Let's go back to hub. See what's going on.
Some chick comes up to me and she's like, "Hi, you wanted me?" I'm like, "No, but hi." She's like, "Okay, hi."
What do we got? Creative, yeah. Sky, grid, factions, survival.
Mini games they got.
I saw that before. I was trying to find it. Where did I see
What
that?
was outside the Sky Wars? They got the walls.
Oh yeah, yep.
Got kit PvP. Teleport to mini games. Teleport to hide and seek. Teleport to Temple Run. Is it a good one? Whose Temple Run is it? Is it mine or just a basic cruddy one? 2/run to start. Okay, it's not mine.
Yeah, great.
Don't know why they get these basic Temple Run things. Okay, it falls. Blocks fall down and you die.
Yeah, well, you can't actually do it when you got
It's got a different run every time.
Yeah. Not that I can do it because I'm getting too much lag and it rubber bands me.
But when I'm trying to go, the blocks fall out from underneath and before I have a chance to run anyway.
No, really? I don't have that problem. I just can't run because I can't jump properly because it rubber bands me.
Yeah, the blocks fall down behind you to keep you running.
They do.
Oh, that was fun.
Mm.
Okay.
What else I got?
I think my Temple Run is a bit better. Prison. That's right.
Kit PvP.
Skyblock, Sky Grid,
Walls.
Games, Sky Wars, Creative, Bending, from the Avatar TV show, Master the Elements, Kit PvP, Survival, Factions, Dropper 1, Dropper 2, Temple Run, Hide and Seek, Walls.
Yeah, check out Sky Grid. Sky Grid. Do trade for shops. Sponge, special block. Okay, you can use that to protect
You must
your
have
area.
your other people turned off up and down in front of you and you couldn't see me.
Must have. You can't turn it back on here.
Where'd you get cactus from?
It's in my inventory.
I got nothing in my inventory.
Probably played this before, judging by the fact I'm down 2 hearts. One would assume I've been on this server at some point.
Well, it seems highly likely.
Because I can't figure out how to actually play the game.
When new flowers do
Use home. Oops. Wow, I cannot type.
we
Yeah,
know that.
I've got a home, so I've been playing this.
Dash home. What's going to teleport me to somewhere? And I haven't played it. Oh, everybody's on the same home, which is the place where you log in.
Yeah, okay.
So you figured it out before, but now you don't know what it was.
I'm nowhere near you. I'm 10,000
No, I'm
blocks
back
away.
at the original spawn of this game.
Oh, okay.
My home was automatically set to there. / begin. There we are.
Let me do this watermelon.
Find yourself in a very strange place. Gotta get the wood, you know. I died! Awesome.
Hello, zombie. The worst thing about this is the skellies.
I punched some sand and it fell down.
Yeah, it does that.
Weird. Hub. Well, it's an interesting server if you want to check out Fnatic MC.
Yeah, well, it works. It's not real laggy, given it's another American server. It's not too horrible. Not too horrible. I've seen worse.
If you wish to demo your server, please email us and we'll record a video of us on your server. Thanks for listening and watching another episode of the Obsidian Loft podcast. Make sure you subscribe in iTunes or your other favourite podcast application. You can also watch our show at YouTube at youtube.com/theobsidianloft. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll keep up to date with our shows. If you wish to email us and provide comments or suggestions for our show, contact us at feedback@obsidianloft.com.
And don't forget too, on our website you can donate there as well. We're trying to raise some more funds to put some more RAM into the server to try and help that out there. So you can go to obsidianloft.com there and check that out as well. So that is beneficial. Also, you can email us as well at WauloK, which is WAULOK, or Mr. Tomkinson, mrtomkinson at obsidianloft.com. Follow us on Twitter. Accounts are WauloK, Mr. Tomkinson, and our main show account is at Obsidian Loft. Music for our show is provided by Jeff Burchett and freestockmusic.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time, keep mining.
See yas.
Bye.